But face checking, luckily they have the cheat code in the form of Nico. The one range support that can just guaranteedly always give you a bit more space, give you a bit more control, and it's pretty high
position, but Isma still
Round
sticking
two.
around.
This time it's a battle for the crabs. Both junglers have smite.
Dash in, bit of extra damage, follow-up burst there. Aegis Assault already burned. Bit premature from Isma. Now he's locked up. Jun might have to try and turn this one back. He does have Axis Pop. Also perfectly timed ulti from LEC. Follow-up. All of NAVI push their R buttons.
NAVI, like, good push on mid. Poby moving across. Paris there to help. Playing for these picks around LEC in mid lane and in these skirmishes.
A lot of tools to kick fights off. And certainly Lot is making good on his topside counter pick. They haven't been able to build a greater advantage. A lot of these initial ults are going awry. And Jun is now running for his life. Now here comes the Pantheon. Excellent portal coming in from Paris. That's a bit of follow-up from LEC. Is going to stun Isma as well. LEC getting chunked out by Noah. The Kiana is still very squishy. Jun on the way in is going to catch Paris. Paris manages to ult himself, it looks like. Will still die in the end, but the Q through to finish it.
Oh, what a good ulti from Paris there. It buys him enough time to set up Sound D for the chains.
But will at least be able to buy something as Vincere just continues to proxy, hoping to delete waves. Noah getting a little bit of a chunk on LEC, but not too much here. And the Drake's already gone. There you go. That's Noah as well. 0, 1, and 3 thus far.
Subjective, when he can
yeah. Conditional engage option as we see the Herald. The mount up is there from Vincere. He's driving it into Noah. Now there's a Pantheon all coming down, and this is actually quite bad for Vincere. He abandoned his backline, and GX are now looking to pounce, but it might not matter. Lock going face first to Vincere, but he doesn't have the damage to shred through that tanky health bar. They've taken out LEC. They've taken a Drake. Jax is going invisible as he gets the reset off the kill. Isma going right back in as Jackie tries to follow a tempered fate on the bunny rabbit, but no one is in position to fire the blast back and find a kill. Lot running for his life as Vincere tries to get one in exchange. The blast cone there just in time. It looks like a heist, but GX managed to get it.
But GIANTX can't kill this Sion.
Then I can ult after and then knock up both people with
which was
charges. Yeah.
Kind of sick, to be fair. We didn't take that into account. Maybe that's what he's playing for. I thought it was top 4 in the LEC, but cool things are also something you can play for. Also, currently they're going all in on Lot. Lot vulnerable to any potential fall. Lot actually incredibly tanky as now they're going to get the pushback from LEC, but they're not going to find the wall. Somdi on the way down. Good damage to come through, but they need to be careful about Jackie's. Ulti connects onto Somdi. Somdi getting the initial Banshee's Veil proc as Isma starts to run. Will just get cut down. Vincere still on the chase. Parrot's on the way, getting the dash out from Lot. GX getting run down here in the bottom lane.
That was such a good ulti by LEC to peel him off and be able to get out safely. In which case, NAVI were able to run down Isma and them with Isma. Both of them got chunked. They dropped the dragon without any sort of cross map. And I don't think the game is getting much better with time, so they really need to find
He's had great movement this game, but at some point you will still just get point and click or Ezreal Q. You are not that tanky. You don't have Celestial opposition. And now you have a Gwen right on top of you. That's not looking great, but luckily the Emperor has divided this fight at the very least. Is Lot still on the chase, but he's running out of steam here. Poby, how long left on the shifting sand is the big question. Yeah. That's going to be the flash burn, but now Poby wants to go back in, and suddenly it's Lot who has to run for his life.
Oh, Poby, does he reach with the WQE?
Isma there to cover, luckily. Jungle.
I think what they're hoping for is they can make a TP play. Oh, well, that was perfect timing. Into the, there's a ward just on mid there and behind Samdi. They may be looking for it now, actually.
Samdi chunked out, LEC on the retreat. Pantheon on the way to mid, it's too late. Thought that maybe they would try to turn it, but Navi are so patient. They don't want to commit there. They already lost 50% HP. Now they're going all in onto Paris. Paris going to flash out. Paris going to fall. That's a big start. TP now coming in from GX. Maybe this opportunity to get an objective as Jun is one shot by LEC, who's forced to flash away. Doesn't have a reset on the W quite yet, so Noah's going to grab another kill. Navi getting greedy.
And suddenly GIANTX find the pick that they need. It's just a little bit of an overextension, and that might just be bad for GIANTX.
Yeah, I thought the Grand Starfall was not the best, but it ends up leading to them into the situation. Now they're 4 versus 2 here with Poby joining, but Somdi does a lot of damage with his arrows, and GIANTX, they need to back off. Still, we take a breath. It's still a 6,000 gold lead. It's still 1 minute to soul for Navi. You get one oopsie, you get one. As long as you play this soul fight out well.
They've had 2. Just to be clear, they've had 2 oopsies, and their gold lead is still...
This one was a bigger one.
No, one of them was an oopsie. One of them was my bad.
And Lot's ulti will be up shortly if they can make it to the fight in time. But the objective has already been started. GX have no presence in the pit whatsoever. Isma might be starting to ult. He's standing still in the pit, waiting for an angle. Mainter body blocking everyone. The objective getting lower and lower. The Infernal is going to go to the side of Navi. No one is in a position to respond. GX are far too late. Going with the 3-man play to at least take down the support. Samdi on the backline, relatively untouched. Mainter able to find his way out, as is Kobe. The re-engage is lethal, though, as Lot knocked up and taken down.
Navi find exactly what they need in the fight. The Dragons...
The rest of GIANTX. GIANTX didn't stand a chance. They wanted to contest, but they were too...
Very matter of fact.
Well, if he wanted to try to steal the Drake, that was their only hope, but you saw it on the Nash. It's pretty damn difficult to steal an objective blind 1v5.
And I think for GIANTX now, is just trying to consider what's going to happen in game number 2, because I will say from the identity we've seen from GIANTX, this felt like a very strange game. Like, not really giving resources towards Noah and Jun on that bottom side, which have been the standout players on this roster, and then trying to play much more of a macro-oriented game, which isn't really their style either. I'm curious if they want to try and like shift back over towards a bit more of a team fight composition, which has worked well.
I think it was a mistake to give Varus. I mean, you saw it in this game, just how much value it's having, and it made it so that Noah and Jun weren't able to win the lane. And Noah, while his stat line is 3-0, it's pretty good. Samdi has had way more impact in this game and in the team fights. And if GIANTX are to win this series, it needs to be through Noah and Jun. And I also just don't like the Aurora.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of little things, but you highlighted it. I think our analysis is that Noah needs to be the guy set up for success. Instead,
yes,
thinking about game 2. How do you adjust? What are the pivots? What can you do to stop yourself from getting in this situation? That's going to be another initial engage going out. Aegis assault to block a bit more damage, and Samdi goes down! What were you saying, Jack? Anything is possible as Mainter starts to fall as well. Relapse goes into the entire team. The knockup is there, and Noah is still untouched for a brief moment. Navi should still probably end this one.
What were you saying, Dracos? Relapse comes in with the ultimate and he takes down all of GIANTX, just as I had predicted the Infernal Soul. Wow, so much damage from Navi.
Great prediction, Jack. The bars with a 4K gold lead immediate one-shot. It did not matter. The lead, too big. GX, too little, too late, I believe, is the saying at this particular point in the game. Jackies and Noah trying to hold the line.
He's kind of doing some damage.
Noah
here.
is doing some damage. He's about to hit the 40 Q threshold on Mainter. Someone needs to stop them from hitting the Nexus. Kobe's
stopping them from
hitting the Nexus. They're going to hit the Nexus.
Kobe's like that guy in A-Rap Mayhem that stands. Like, come on.
I will say this has